Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Now, we have some interesting information, breaking stories around Lucas Paqueta. A lot of information is actually coming through right now. You have to believe me at the moment. Lucas Paqueta is the most developing story around Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, and Lyon at the moment. We're going to be diving into Freddie Paxton's update, confirming that he has spoken to the agent of the player. We'll talk about Jean-Michel Aulas, the confirmation, and the price is now revealed. That is what was worrying me around this one. At times, Lyon are always going to ask for prices over the moon. And guess what, lads? They just did. They're so good at doing that. They're asking for, I'm going to tell you about that. Hit the like button for me. Let's get this video to 800 likes. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Listen, I'm not saying Arsenal have agreed. I'm not saying we have signed the player. And I'm saying the deal is closed. I'm saying we have some interesting facts about the story. And that is what I'm going to share on the podcast right about now. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And if you've not subscribed since, this podcast does not end here. It's going to end in 1 million subscribers, probably 2. So make sure you're part of the family and the journey. Like I said, the first 50,000 subscribers, that is the family. Those are the people I make content for. But the first 100,000 will actually mean the world to us. Now, let's get into it. Let's start off with Ben Jacobs, because Ben Jacobs was the first journalist in the last few hours to come up with an update on Lucas Paqueta, and then Freddie Paxton, and then more information from Jean-Michel Aulas. So Ben Jacobs has come out and said Arsenal are one of the clubs now confirmed interested in Lucas Paqueta. We knew that, but the interesting fact he has said is that Arsenal are planning to bid for the player very, very soon. The initial groundwork has been trying to make sure that the player is interested, number one, in a move to England, in a move to the Premier League, and then the other steps have been trying to make sure that the player is also sold to a move to Arsenal and understands what the project is all about, what the manager wants, and what exactly Arsenal would want to do with them, because the flexibility he has is a key factor as to why Arsenal are prioritizing him over any other central midfielders, including Houssem Aouar at the moment. So Ben Jacobs says Arsenal are now 100% among the clubs and they are preparing an offer. However, our offer is said to be around, the rumored offer is said to be around 40 million euros, significantly, very, very significantly below what Lyon are asking for. Because how much are they asking for? I'm going to tell you that. Don't go anywhere else. Now, Arsenal, Ben Jacobs says, yes, there is an interest, no bid yet, and that is confirmed, no bid yet from Arsenal, but an initial offer is on the way. Now, Freddie Paxton has said that he has spoken to the agent of the player, Eduardo, and he can confirm here that according to the player's agent, a couple of clubs are interested, not only Arsenal, but the player's agent also confirms that Arsenal have approached him for his client's signature. So now we confirm that Lucas Paqueta is not this kind of hype, everything like that. No. Arsenal are interested. We have spoken with the players' representatives and agent. The name is Eduardo. So, look, in most cases, when a club talks to the players' representatives, they're trying to do two things. Like I said at the beginning of the video, that they're trying to find out whether the player is okay to move to that club, that particular club, and that particular league. So we were talking to Eduardo and the entourage of Lucas Paqueta. We've been trying to find out, is it okay for us to go on and bid? Because there is no point in bidding for a player that is not interested. We did it with Rafinha as well. We talked to the representatives of the player, that is Deco, and he told us, look, the player is okay. The player can move to Arsenal. You can make a bid, but at the moment, the priority is FC Barcelona. If you can beat Barcelona, then you will sign the player. So you must have that kind of green light. You don't want to be like Chelsea, agree a deal with the parent club, and then eventually the player rejects you because they don't want you at all. And Arsenal, that is 100% good business. You agree, you talk to the player and see where they are standing. So after speaking to the representatives of the player, we now confirm that Arsenal are interested and a bid could be on the way. Of course, the player's agent, Eduardo, also says the same thing, that Arsenal for now have not made any bid. So the information regarding Arsenal, genuine interest now confirmed both by Ben Jacobs and Freddie Paxton. No bids yet for the player, also confirmed by Ben Jacobs and Freddie Paxton. What has Jean-Michel Aulas said about selling the player, offers, and how much does he exactly want in the talented Brazilian? So according to Jacob Benz, he says in January, Jean-Michel Aulas was asking for 80 million euros. Yeah, I told you, when it comes to Jean-Michel Aulas, when it comes to Lyon, they never ask for pennies. In their players, they are always looking out for the biggest amount of money, in their players. But the good thing here is that when you look at how much they've been selling the players, the likes of Alexander Lacazette, around 50 million euros, the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, around 45 million euros, or even less than that, and then the likes of Corentin Tolisso, I don't remember how much they sold it to Bayern, but despite the fact that they set their fees, up very, very high in the sky, at times the final fee and the final figure is not that exorbitant. So, I mean, this is me trying to create some kind of hope in the Arsenal fan base that we can get the player by negotiating our way around and pay something less. But at the moment, actually, according to sources in France, Jean-Michel Aulas could actually settle for around 65 million euros. Still too much for the player, in my opinion. Not really, really talented. 24 years of age as well. He has a lot to uncover about his talent and everything, but I think the final fee should be around 50 million euros, which is around 43 million pounds. But anyway, so sources in France are saying the player will cost any club in excess of 65 million euros. That is guaranteed payments, including bonuses as well. If you look into it, if any club went in with an official bid to Lyon, I told them we're giving you 50 million pounds, hands down, I think you could turn their head. So at the moment, Jean-Michel Aulas has also confirmed that they have offers on their table from a couple of clubs, even those clubs, even clubs from the Premier League. And of course, we know that United, we do not know if United have made an offer, but we know that United have been mentioned alongside Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Lucas Paqueta, his talent, his quality, his ability, he's not a player I expect Arsenal to sign without competition. I would actually be very, very surprised if we got him without any competition. It's always going to be with competition. It's always going to be, a bidding war. And ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say that officially Arsenal have entered the bidding war for this man, Lucas Paqueta. So the first question, lads, is how much truly are the rumors? How true are the rumors? And I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say, when you look at all the rumors that are coming out and the consistency on no official bids made, Arsenal working to sign the player, and a couple of other clubs have been ahead of us in this race, including Newcastle. I will say the rumors are 100% true and they are 100% legit. And also the fact that Arsenal are still looking for a central midfielder we've not yet nailed down to one. Savic, Paqueta, Neves, Ismail Benassa, and then Yuri Tillemans. The fact that we're still marauding and looking around the market, it shows that there is something special we are looking at. Now, Mikel Arteta has been convinced that Lucas Paqueta is the right player, given the fact that he can play in a couple of systems and he can also play in very, very many different positions across the midfield. As an attacking midfielder, as a central midfielder, as a central attacking midfielder, as a left midfielder, as a right midfielder, as a false nine, as a right winger, and also as a left winger as well. So Mikel feels that is the profile he wants. That is the kind of player he definitely wants. One that is going to give you a lot of versatility, but one that's also going to allow you play in across various systems and formations. So Lucas Paqueta, the rumors, I'm gonna say, are 100% true. Number two, the 65 million euros, sorry, that are being asked by Jean-Michel Aulas, is he worth it? Now, in my opinion, I'm going to do a video about him and Yuri Tillemans. People have asked for it. But I do not think there is a player that I would be more excited to see in that Arsenal jersey, day in, day out, week in, week out, than Lucas Paqueta. I love Yuri Tillemans. He's a top player. And when I was doing my background research, this is me reporting myself now. When I was doing my background research on him and Serge Milinkovic-Savic, I made sure that, I mean, it's called confirmation bias. I was trying to fill that gap that Tillemans is slightly better. But look, I used a lot of very, very powerful websites and resources, SofaScore, FBref, and a couple of others. And then I found out that Yuri Tillemans in some aspects is better, but overall, in the overall game, if you're looking for a central attacking midfielder and exactly what Arsenal are looking for, Serge Milinkovic-Savic would be the best option. But anyway, so speaking about Lucas Paqueta, 65 million euros. For that age, I don't think it is. I don't think it is too much. Honestly, I think we should be paying around 50 million pounds, which is around 60 million euros. I think we should pay 10 million or 7 or 8, less than the 65. But when you look at the prices around the market, United are trying to find a player in the same position in Frankie de Jong. Probably Frankie and Lucas Paqueta could do you the same job, or even Lucas Paqueta has more advantages. But Frankie is going to cost Man United a combined 85 million euros, a fee that could escalate and jump up to 100 million euros. So if Lucas Paqueta is available for 65 million euros, it's a wise move. It's a very, very wise move. And also we know now that although Arsenal are not 100% building a Brazilian army, we have a couple of Brazilians in Gabriel Jesus. They play together on that national team. It could also just build a partnership, one for Brazil, but also one for Arsenal. Two players that play regularly together on national duty and also at club level. So in my opinion, I will end up with saying that Lucas Paqueta is a quite quality player, one that Arsenal should be looking at with a perfect eye. I'm not really quite sure if we will get this one done. With Jean-Michel Aulas, nothing is confirmed. With Jean-Michel Aulas, it's so difficult. We've seen it with the our situation, and I won't be very surprised if this is a Housem Award deja vu, where we fight for Lucas Paqueta, and in the end, we do not get him. That's it. We have to beat Newcastle as well and Tottenham Hotspur. I think Spurs are looking for a central attacking midfielder desperately in the market. They've been trying to hijack Yuri Tillemans, and now they are on to Lucas Paqueta. So they are looking for one. They are definitely looking for one. But that's the information coming out at the moment.